church's anniversary.
Amen.
This year we celebrate 61 years of Christian service. 61 years. 61 years since our founder, the Honorable Jeramogi Abebe Ajima, had the vision and fortitude to step out on faith and create a church fully immersed in the reality of our people.
Yes, yes.
In keeping with honoring the man who started it all, we want to highlight the contribution of men in our church. During our 61-year history, there's been a large number of men who have been instrumental in the history and growth of the church. Starting today and going forward each month, we will highlight a man who has made tremendous contributions to our church's development, growth, and legacy. Today, I'm honored to offer testimony on one such man, General Masai. General Masai was the first commanding general of the Holy Order of the Maccabees. So you might not know, a giant of a man. A man that mentored many, myself included. I feel very blessed that he was a mentor of mine, among many other young men at that time. Mentor of this one right here. And I'm thankful to have had a mentor who would take that type of attention, take that type of love and giving to me as well as to others. I'm proud to recognize a young man that I am mentoring today. And his wife happened to be here. Stand up, brother. I just want to put you on front seat. Welcome, Howard, and his wife, Sonia. He can come out, but I am very proud that he's allowed me to mentor him. This guy's got an MBA, you know. So I am proud. But I like to go on to say that when I think of General Masai, I think of a person with a vast wealth of knowledge. Knowledge which he was always willing to share. The general, as he was affectionately known, was one of the most well-read people I've ever known. As a result, he was able to speak in detail on a wealth of subjects. To me, his vast knowledge served as an incentive to others to learn. His conversations were never frivolous, but challenging and adventurous. You, the listener, never knew what adventure you might embark upon whenever he spoke. He spoke of national and international events with ease, as well as the backgrounds of the personalities involved. He could talk on Jomo Kenyatta and the Mau Mau of Kenya, Mao Zedong of China, Fidel Castro of Cuba, Otto von Bismarck of Germany, as well as Adolf Hitler, but he would talk about the people who shaped the landscape of the 19th and 20th century. And he talked about it and made us learn in such a way that we could see how we fit in terms of our struggle and how things happen politically on a proactive basis as far as when people take responsibility for their own well-being. To me, this was the basis of his leadership. As he spoke, he placed demands on your curiosity. As your curiosity was challenged, you would have an incentive to want to read and share in the events and personalities that the general would talk about. You wanted to be able to relate them to our current struggle. He could talk about Jesus and his contemporaries and their epic struggle in the wilderness. He could do this in such a way it painted a picture live and in technicolor. Now, for those of you too young to remember that term, that's what we now call high definition. With the imagery he would weave, you could see the magic of Chaka and his Zulu warriors. You could feel the power of belief as Chaka exhorted his warriors in battle, stating to them that the enemy's bullets were like raindrops. They could not hurt them. One could internalize the feeling of invincibility conjured by the power of faith and belief. Out of this grew a culture in our church. A culture of enlightened warrior gentlemen with a code of conduct. This code of conduct touched all facets of our church membership. This cultural mindset permeated the entire church, including men, women, and young people. Years before his passing, the general had been consecrated a cardinal by Jaramogi Obebe. More than his titles and rank, we witnessed his service. As senior bishop of the Central Region and pastor of Shrine 2 in Detroit, he touched the hearts and souls of many with his evangelistic preaching style and the way he would share. To me, it was evident why Jaramogi chose the general to lead the Maccabees. He was not only an enlightened, charismatic leader, but also a devoted and tireless family man. The general, along with his loving wife, Ola Bayo, raised a family of 6 children. 6 children. And to add to that, he did it all while working full-time and overtime for Detroit Edison. Detroit Edison was the power generation source up in the southeast Michigan area. A lot of people didn't even know that he had a job. That's right. But as I marvel at the development of our best self theology, which has been developed by our current presiding Bishop Jaramogi Mentally Kamathi, I'm reminded of a story which was a constant in General Masai's message, in his sermons, and as well as his talks with the Maccabees. It was a story that accentuated the value of best self and our power to choose. It was the story of the African monkey trap.
Oh, yeah.
How many people heard that story? I know it's some that heard that story. But here it goes like this. To catch a monkey, one would secure a container to a tree or something stationary. Shiny objects would be placed in the container with a small opening, just large enough for the monkey to get his hand inside. When the monkey would reach into the container for the shiny objects, he would be unable to remove his hand because his fist was clenched. Being unable to escape, the monkey would be captured and killed. Why? Because he simply would not let go. Looking back, that story spoke volumes, not because it was literally true, but in the context of the concept of letting go. Letting go of negative beliefs. Letting go of counterproductive ideas. Letting go of destructive habits. Remember, letting go is the essence of our best self theology. In that sense, I can say this man, General Masai Bologun, taught a lesson that remains true today. A lesson that allows us to see it is within our power to change and become our best self.
That's right.
Amen.